is how we're going to start the show. We're going to start it off real quick with what needs to be addressed before we get into anything else. And it's going to be this. Shout out to the New York Liberty for bringing a fucking championship to New York. Haven't had one in forever. It was a beautiful look, even though the two-star players did not show up for that game. The two-star players did not show up for that game, but the rest of the teams got it done. Jacquel Jones, MVP. Shout out to the New York Liberty. Hopefully they have started at something and have broken the curse in which we have been dealing with for a very long time. As you see, my co-host, Classic Ganja Man, has his Yankee hat on. Right now, the Yankees are down 3 games, down 3 games to none versus the Dodgers. Let's hope they can pull at least one game out of this and don't get swept in the World Series.
I want to say this real quick. Wait, I want to say this real quick. This ain't a regular Yankee because we don't need regular Yankee shit. This that chopped cheese hood shit, and we need the grinding hood motherfucking Yankees to come out. What I'm talking about? Fuck that regular traditional shit. Traditional shit got us down 0-3. I pulled out the fucking hood classic, and we need that hood mentality to get out from this fucking hole that we at. Because hood New York motherfuckers is used to being in the hole. You hear me? That's all I gotta say. Continue. Chopped cheese shit. You heard?
Yes. All right, so I want to continue on with the WNBA before we actually move into any other topic. Immediately after the finals, this was put out that the WNBA Players Association opts out of their current CBA, which was to expire next year in October. With the historic 2024 WNBA season now in the books, we look forward to working together with the players and the WNBA for a new CBA that is fair for all and lays the foundation for growth and success for years to come. That is from the WNBA commissioner. Now, my first question to you guys, who all were invested in the WNBA this season. After this successful season, growth in attendance, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese added more eyes to the sport, most viewership ever. Do you think this was the right move right away, or is it premature? I want to start with you, Easy, because I think you've had this conversation before. So I want to get your thoughts on this. So let me start with Easy, and then we'll go to Class, and then we'll end with you, Kay.
I do think it was premature.
How's my sound?
They still lost $40 million in revenue.
It sounds good, Quest.
They still lost $40 million in revenue. I don't see them breaking even next year. You know what I mean? If you still lost $40 million to get the new CBA, I get the TV ratings is up and all of that. I think it's premature because I think they're banking on the fact that they had their first successful season money-wise, but they're still in the hole. So
pause.
No pause. Fuck you. Listen, I think it's premature. I think it's premature because you said, and a lot of people said, if it wasn't a Caitlin Clark game against somebody, it wasn't watched. You know what I mean? Or Angel Reese, if it wasn't a big matchup, it wasn't watched. And it's like, you don't have that many people want to see. Like, people didn't want to see Collier from Minnesota. They weren't watching her. Like, they would watch Caitlin Clark play Aja. They will watch her play Angel Reese. I forget the other. There's another person out there, but it wasn't. Oh, Brianna Stewart and Ayakosa. Like those were the matchups that were getting watched. It wasn't getting watched on a broader spectrum, which is why they still lost $40 million. So it was premature. They feeling themselves because they think they finally got it, but it's been 25 plus years, so I'm off that.
All right, class, it's on you. Let's see. Tell me what you have to say.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I think it might be slightly immature, but it was a tactical move because timing is everything. So for the heights that they took it this year, you know, with them being rooks at that, you know what I mean, taking the league where it took it with ticket sales, games watched, and shit like that. I think it was kind of dope. I think they did some things, but it was still slightly premature in my opinion. I think they was but I think they have to move strategically as well though if they want to get more out of the situation for themselves. So premature, yeah, but at the same time, you know, they did break a lot of records. So it's like, you know, let's talk about this again. You know what I mean? Let's have another sit down and see what's good because we broke a lot of records, you know what I'm saying? And like Easy said though, to his point, a lot of people still not watching. And you know, I get to ask a lot of people and just bring it up and throw it around. And a lot of people still don't be really watching. Like Collier, like he said, she's dominant. Like she's MVP talent. And a lot of people ain't really checking for her like how they checking for Angel Reese or how they checking for Caitlin. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like you can't you can't expect everybody to have the type of star power LeBron brings to the table or like or how Shorty brings to the table because none for nothing, Caitlin Clark brings viewers. Nobody watches more games than her. Her game is on TV before Aja Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Like they're putting her game on the two before Aja. And that's crazy, in my opinion. But it says a lot though. So premature slightly in my opinion, but probably was a smart move. I think they're gonna probably get a lot more out the deal for themselves.
All right, Kay, what's your thoughts?
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Can I repeat that for y'all one more again?
One more again.
Yesterday's price
is what?
Is not today's price.
At all.
Yesterday's price of the CBA didn't include Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Today's price has to include Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Say no more. Say no more. I'm going to say it one more again. Yesterday's price is not today's price. We got to strike while we hot. So while they rookies and there's TV deals going up, as soon as they touched, TVs went up, the viewership went up, everything went up. We got jets now. We ain't flying second class no more. We first class and got private jets. You know what I'm saying? Everything is up. Because one more again, yesterday's price is not today's price. That's all I gotta say.
I missed the question.
You late to the party, but since the WNBA they opted out the CBA, so they can negotiate new contract. The question is it premature or is it rightfully so based on the success they had this past season?
Give me my money. Just give me my money. I mean, he don't like he's sexist as fuck. So he don't care to see no female basketball whatsoever. He don't care what the fuck they playing. Unless they're in fucking boy shorts, he don't give a fuck about female basketball. I think they like it's on the rise. Like it's hotter than it's ever been. Like you know what I'm saying? Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark is must-see TV. She's putting asses in seats. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta renegotiate. Yeah, it's a little bit different now. You gotta give me some money. You gotta run me some funds. You heard? But also though, they still got a lot more work to do to get more people. You know what I'm saying? To view the other players, like Class and Easy the Sexist was saying. They gotta learn how to make, like, you know, like in the NBA, everybody don't want to watch, niggas don't want to watch fucking, I ain't gonna say, I'm trying to think, like a nigga that's nice, who's nice, but nobody really care to watch that nigga. Whoever that nigga is, that's who the rest of the WNBA is. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta find a way to get these other players watched. But they're in the right direction. They're in the right direction. Shout out to the WNBA. And I'm watching because I got a whole lot of new boos. So, you know, that's my take on it.
Here's my thing, right? One more thing, D, before you go, right? The finals wasn't a blowout. Like, it was really competitive. Like, as a New Yorker, you thought that New York was just going to slap them, but Collier and the Mystics made it very competitive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, after they get rid of, like I said it, after they get rid of Aja Wilson, there ain't going to be no competition. We're going to smoke anybody else there because there's nobody better than Breanna Stewart. But Collier proved me like, all right, my nigga, I could ball too. So with the opportunity, they presented themselves and they represented themselves the proper way. That's what I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Aja in the finals, and the Liberty didn't just smoke these hoes.
Smoking toes.
Go ahead, Easy. Go ahead.
Gonna cancel us soon.
Yo, Carl, shut the fuck up with your bullshit, man, nigga. Like, nigga act like he even knew who Collier was, my nigga. Like, niggas know Aja. Breanna Stewart stunk it up. She stunk it up, my nigga. Collier has been the second in running in MVP, and nobody even talks about her because she gets no views. That's the problem with the WNBA. What Quest just said. Who's the nice nigga that nobody's watching? Nobody's watching Collier, and you don't even know why the Lynx got there. Oh, they got the best defense in the league. Why are they there? Their best player is better than New York's best player because Breanna Stewart is pretty much washed. Like, she's pretty much washed. Like, you watch her in the playoffs, this bitch be having 11 points. Like, you can't do that. Aja Wilson don't even move in that vicinity. Like,
hold on, E.
You're not holding me to 11 points.
And you're right, E, because I ain't even gonna hold you. Because you know she made the quest list.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I don't understand why nobody wanna look. Because she's definitely on the quest list. You know what I'm saying? Hey, excuse me, what's her name? Nafisa? That's how you say it? If you ever happen to come across this clip, how you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna end the topic real quick and say, wait, no, okay, I'm the only one they speak. We gotta move on. Hold on. The thing is this. I think all your points are valid. I think the thing that's key here is that I think if they would have waited until next October, I'm gonna say this again, when that deal was up, if they would have waited, I think they could have gotten way more than what they're going to negotiate to get currently. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the league would have had to see one more years of a rise, which with the second year of Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, we still don't know who's gonna come out next year for the WNBA. It could be Paige Beckers, right? It could be some other players that decide to come out, which could add to the viewers. Juju, I don't think it's going to come out next year, but it's possible. It's possible, but I don't think so. But the point is, if they would have waited, show that this is sustainable for one more year, They could have got max. They could have maxed out, but they're jumping to Class's point. Striking wise hot. Same thing to you, Kay. The reason why they're jumping on it now is because the boosts happen. You're trying to get ahead of the curve. Now, if it subsides, right? Because all the hype is out the way with Angel Reese, all the hype is out the way with Caitlin Clark, and it just brings itself back down, they're going to be in trouble. Now, granted, they're already trying to get more expansion teams to get more players, blah, 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 blah. But like to E's point, you're still not in the positive. 1 year doesn't make up for 24 years of being in the hole. Go ahead, Kay.
The difference between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is that Caitlin Clark does it on the court. Not saying Angel Reese doesn't do it on the court as well, but if we just pay attention to what Angel Reese has done off the court since her exit from the WNBA playoffs, she's bringing more viewership to the league. Those short shorts and that outfit that she wore to that Wild 'N Out, and the interview she had with Shaq is keeping her in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what she's showing. Like, all right, I'm just not on the court. I'm also off the court. So the value is at an all-time high, and we got to strike while it's hot.
So
to your point, Kate, right?
Make a quick point, real quick. You know what it is? Why it is important, though, D, is because what you just said a while ago. If everything, all this hype dies down, because they're not rookies no more, they not new no more. You know, it goes back to like slightly normal. Then they don't get that bread. They wait the 2 years and then they get less. So like it's like striking while the iron's hot is probably their best option right now, because you never know what they could do. I could almost feel it in my bones. They're gonna try to do something to try to like shit on Angel Reese or some character or something just because she's too girly, or because she do shit off the court, or she dressed like this, because she kind of Allen Iverson of the WNBA right now. You know what I'm saying? She Allen Iverson to this shit right now. She bringing a whole nother look to this shit, and she gonna have girls popping out on some other shit, and she gonna have a whole new rookie coming out. That nigga's gonna be like, yo, who that? She get busy like that, and she look like that off the court. Like it's gonna get different now.
She's damn near the sexy red of the WNBA.
So it's kind of key that they did jump out the window right now, because you never know what they could do to try to, you know what I mean? Because they already be trying shit on Caitlin Clark. Imagine they fucking bang the girl up and they throwing on the floor every fucking chance they get. Imagine she get banged up, miss the season, and then they try to shit on Angel Reese for whatever reason they try to, and then that shit goes downhill. And then you go for a deal. It's gonna be like, you know what I mean? Strike while the iron's hot. Get that bread right now. Y'all shit shot up crazy. Get that paper.
I'm gonna say something. I know. I only got like 30 seconds, so I'm gonna make this quick. There's 3 things. They still lost money, right? They still lost money. If they lose, they don't have to guarantee any contracts. This could be a holdout year. They don't have to come to the table and say they're going to give them any bread, because once they see that they're still losing money, the math might not math. And I'm going to say this about Angel Reese. Fuck Angel Reese, nigga. We had Lisa Leslie, who was a super fucking model. She was a supermodel, my nigga.
That way,
she was making that other bread while busting ass on the NBA court. Niggas is talking about Angel Reese like she's a supermodel. She's not Lisa Leslie, my nigga. Let's act like we didn't have Lisa Leslie, who was she was making way more money on being a supermodel than she was in the WNBA. And we talk about Angel Reese, who's about a
wait, we're getting off track. Easy, I hear your point. Yeah, I hear your point. I hear all you guys' point. I think Class was Mr. I can't call this nigga's name, but Class. I just can't do
Class,
it. I can't do it. But but Class is correct. She is more of the Allen Iverson of this, where she's changing a whole nother type of swag in the WNBA. I can see that type of effect she can have. I don't want to discredit Angel Reese in any shape or form. I think your point is valid as well. But and I think everybody's point is valid. This is going to be an interesting negotiation because to E's point, they don't got to cave in, and the money that the money they may give them could be shorts to what they could get if they show they can make this happen again. That's what my only point is.